Should we do ASMR into the microphones?
I feel like we do this like every time. We just start playing with the...
Oh, dude, that rub is crazy. What?
I'm literally just rubbing my finger across the...
I know, but it's like... Hold up. Oh. Ooh. Dang. That was good. With that being said, who's doing this intro? What are we doing?
I believe it's yours. You got the odd numbers. I got the even numbers typically.
All right. Welcome back. Staying in tune. I'm Eli. Brandon's over here too.
What's up?
We're here. It's been a little bit of time.
Yep. We didn't disappear though.
No.
We're here.
We're just busy. We're
alive. What do we got going on?
Life is busy. Not a whole lot. However, before I forget, because I know you're going to try to sidetrack me, because I've been sidetracked already on this before.
Yeah, so you know what we should do? We should go into a segment.
No, stop. First thing is we're not gonna try to convince ChatGPT something is real when it's not. Mostly because we're cooked and we have not recorded in a while. We're very out of rhythm. We're not going to try to do that right now. However, what I will bring up is the fact that Brandon's a PBS kid, and we have not addressed this properly on this podcast, and it needs to be addressed.
Dude, this is like old news. Like we don't have to talk about the past. Like
I don't care.
You know,
I don't
Why
care.
are we living in the past?
You left me on a cliffhanger the first time. I forgot about it the next episode. Then I got left on a cliffhanger again that episode. We're here. We're talking about it. You're a PBS kid, bro.
What is your problem?
Nobody's a PBS kid.
What do you mean nobody's a PBS kid?
Didn't they used to have like a PBS Kid ad with like some music in it? It was like super corny.
Maybe.
Hold up. PBS Kid ad.
I didn't watch the ads because I was already there.
No. PBS Kid song ad, I think is what I'm looking for. Song. From like way back. You know what? Maybe I'm just yapping.
Yeah,
dude, PBS Kids just gives off some weird vibes, bro.
Yeah, okay. So here's the deal. Right? That's all I had.
This is just weird, bro. Like,
no, so okay. We didn't have cable or like satellite, like whatever TV that you pay for.
right.
We had the free public broadcasting TV with like 20 something stations, whatever it is.
All right.
So this was my option growing up. Now, so that's what I grew up on. So for the first however many years, I didn't know there was anything else.
Okay. When did you realize that it wasn't just PBS Kids?
When I went to a friend's house and there was some other kid shows on that I'm like, yo, we ain't got this on PBS Kids. What is this? They got that Disney Channel. They got that Nickelodeon.
The good stuff.
The other stuff.
It's the good stuff.
Right. So that was me growing up. I saw that stuff when I was at the friend's house, which started to become more frequent. And we watched it together quite a bit.
Because it's better than PBS Kids.
No, it was just different. It was foreign to me, and it made it interesting.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
How old do you think you were?
The first time that I had made that realization?
Yeah.
Probably early elementary school.
So we're saying like first grade, second grade?
Yeah, probably around there. I couldn't tell you an exact time, but
Okay.
around there.
That's how you do.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some PBS Kid shows from that time period. Like,
oh, yeah,
2000s.
I'll know them all.
2000 Cyber Chase?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
That's my show.
That's a good one?
Yeah.
All right, what about Arthur? Well, we all know Arthur.
Okay, yeah, Arthur.
Arthur's
not my show.
Arthur's like a cult classic, though.
Yeah,
Like,
so I'm told by my parents that I did like this show.
Okay.
But I refuse to admit that now. Like, there's no way I did.
Why?
There's just something about him, dude.
It's weird, dude.
Yeah.
Like, when you look at it, there is something off. Like, something's not right.
Yeah.
Is this Maya and Miguel?
Maya and Miguel, I watched that one.
Yeah.
I think that like that one's not around anymore. Like a lot of the ones that I grew up on aren't there now, and there's like new ones that I don't.
The only one so far that I've said is Cyber Chase that's still around. Arthur and Maya and Miguel are discontinued.
Cyber Chase is still on?
Yeah,
That's good to know, dude. That tells you it's good.
Fair. Next one, again, hood classic, cult classic, Sesame Street.
Yeah. Okay. Sesame Street. How are you gonna hate on Sesame Street?
I ain't hating on Sesame Street.
Okay.
I'll never hate on Sesame
Good.
Street. Cookie Monster is my homeboy.
Yeah.
All right? Not hating on Sesame Street. This was a little bit before our time, but it's like tailed off when our time started.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
I watched Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers is low-key, makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
He makes me uncomfortable.
I can see it.
But I get it.
There's a spin-off of it that is on PBS Kids called Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood.
I hate that.
It's a refresh of it, and it's animated.
I hate that. Why would you disrespect Rogers like that?
You know what? I couldn't tell you why. That was after my time. That's like what the kids got now.
Okay. Got you. Postcards from Buster?
That doesn't sound familiar to me, but I'm assuming that is a spin-off of Arthur.
White Rabbit dude with the big old ears?
because he's the best friend of Arthur.
Oh. Yeah. See? Inside knowledge.
I got it, dude.
I don't know these things. Kratts Creatures?
Kratts Creatures sounds like a spin-off of Wild Kratts.
I have no idea what either of those two things are. So
Which, by the way, so the last two things you said, I don't know what they are. I'm just assuming. Wild Kratts is a PBS Kids show. They've
been around. They were around roughly when you would have watched. Or they were around when you would have watched, besides Mr. Rogers was discontinued by the time.
Okay.
Mr. Rogers has been discontinued since 2001, actually.
Oh, dude, I could have been watching it when I was like 1 month old.
Well, you definitely were watching reruns of it.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. Booba?
Yeah, I don't know that Booba.
I don't know it either, dude. It looks weird. It looks weird. I don't even know what like the cover looks like. Classics. Oh, 2 classics in a row.
Okay, you are getting too excited over these PBS Kids shows to be giving me hate right now.
No, but it's because like I read the book of this one.
Okay, so it's Clifford.
Yeah. Clifford, the big red dog.
I know which one you're talking about.
I read those books. And the other one, this one's low-key creepy, NGL, Teletubbies.
Oh, I did not mess with that show.
Nah.
That was not my show.
Teletubbies are creepy. Teletubbies are messed up, dude.
I feel like it's even more creepy if you watch it as an adult. You're like, what in the world?
Yeah, it's weird. I think the only like pretty good part about Teletubbies was that vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I can see that.
What was like Henry or something?
I couldn't tell you the names.
I'm just talking, but the vacuum cleaner was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Everything
all
else,
I remember is there was a sun in the sky that had a baby face.
That's all anybody knows, dude, and it's terrifying. I know actually a fair amount of these shows now that I think about it, but I never watched them.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really watch Arthur.
You should try watching some.
I only watched Sesame Street at school. And at like daycare stuff. Never watched Clifford, just read the books.
I think you'd like Cyber Chase.
Never seen a second of Cyber Chase.
The whole point of it, like, so like they're all like educational based, right?
Right, it's PBS.
They all follow like different like themes or whatever. Cyber Chase is the math show. That's why I think you'd probably like it.
All right. Oh, there's Wild Kratts. I found that.
Wild Kratts is the science one.
Dude looks like Phineas from... No. He looks like Ron from Kim Possible.
Oh, boy.
That's what he looks like. What a fire show. Did you ever watch Kim Possible?
Well, I did see some. But again, I was a PBS Kids
Yeah, I guess.
kid.
Dude. You're messed up.
Yeah.
What was your favorite PBS Kids show?
My favorite was Cyber Chase, the very first one you said.
All right, valid.
Yeah.
Valid.
But I there was a lot of them, and I liked a lot of them.
Curious George must have been dope, because their books are dope.
Yeah.
Love
you never saw any Curious George?
No.
Oh my gosh,
Only
you have
books.
to. I will watch Curious George as an adult.
Really?
I would.
Okay.
I have, actually.
Okay. Never watched it.
They have a Christmas movie. That's not too bad.
Ooh, what a good transition.
Isn't it?
Let's use that.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking about PBS Kids, because now I'm just droning. And let's transition into a segment. Christmas movies. We're getting close to Christmas.
Let's draft them up.
Recording this on Friday the 13th.
I did not realize that today was Friday the 13th.
Either did I.
I do not like that.
Either did I until I just looked at the calendar on my computer. It's getting close to Christmas. We're 12 days away. Let's do a draft on Christmas movies. We've done this kind of recently, but we haven't recorded in like 5 weeks, so a little refresher. We both get one pick at a time. You cannot pick duplicates. So if Brandon picks something, I cannot pick that same thing as my first option. It's like a draft, like any other sport team.
Boom, stolen.
Yep. Top five picks for both of us. Best team wins. You guys vote. And
I'm
to
still
decide
the
who
reigning
wins.
champ.
Yes, you are the reigning champ. You have never lost.
Yeah.
If I'm not
I got
mistaken.
a good record.
You've drawn, I think, once with me. Or twice, maybe?
Yeah, we tied.
But
I think just once.
Yeah, I think just once. But you've never lost. So
No.
you are currently undefeated. Well, I am perfectly defeated. So we will see if that changes today.
How many of these have we done at this point? I feel like it's got to be like 13, 14, something like that.
It's definitely 10 plus. Yeah. Probably early teens, somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas movie drafts. We're drafting Christmas movies, the best Christmas movies, in our opinion. Let's get it. I get first pick, right?
Of course.
Of course, because I lost last time.
Yep.
Reigning loser, first pick. First pick going with Charlie Brown Christmas.
Charlie Brown Christmas, dude. That is actually, I'm really mad right now.
Yeah?
And here's why I'm mad. That's a really good pick.
Yeah?
And I didn't even cross my mind.
Freaking love Charlie Brown Christmas, dude. Also, Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Any of those,
All of them.
all of their like holiday specials are the best.
Yeah.
Unrivaled, in my opinion. I've actually watched Charlie Brown Christmas recently, and I don't tend to get in like very holiday spirity of movies and stuff in general. So, the fact that I've watched it recently for me says a lot.
Nice. I feel like I watched Charlie Brown a lot, like as a kid, and I feel like I've neglected that since.
Dude, it's
been a long time.
stellar adult television.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like you're saying, rewatch Curious George as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Brown as an adult, dude. Peanuts as an adult goes hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on that.
It's great, dude. You need to.
For sure. So my number one pick, I think this is a classic.
Okay.
I'm taking Elf.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
It's a good movie. One of the better acting performances in a Christmas movie, in my opinion,
Okay.
of all time. Like generally, Christmas movies, you get a little bit of like, I don't want to say like corny acting,
Mm-hmm.
but a little bit. You know what I mean? Whereas like Elf, I feel like, what's his face? What's his name? Why can't I think of his name right now? Who's Elf? What's the guy's name? That actor, funny guy, comedian guy.
Yeah,
What's his name?
that's a good question.
Why can't I think of it? He's in like every movie ever.
I just
can't-
watched it a couple days ago.
I can't even think of like what his first name starts with.
Will Ferrell.
Yes, that guy, Will Ferrell.
I was losing it too.
That was crazy. I can't believe that's terrible of me.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell did a great job in that movie. It's not on my list though.
Okay.
It's nowhere on my list.
I really enjoy that movie. And I would think that you would enjoy it from a cinematography standpoint, because like most of that movie is all like forced perspective.
Yep.
Like there's like no CGI in that movie at all.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I always try to like watch for it when I'm watching to see if I can like catch it or like see a little mess up or something, and it's really fun.
Interesting. I actually don't know if I knew that. I think my problem with that movie is I didn't watch it until I was like a senior in high school.
Okay.
I never watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I watched it, like I had formulated all of my like
Yeah, I can see that.
my favorites, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. So
No, you got to watch, because like when he's like at the North Pole specifically in the beginning of the movie, and he's like way bigger than everybody else.
yeah,
They're
Yeah.
doing those shots are like he's sitting on a chair, and then the rest of the people are all like 20, 30 feet behind him.
oh, that's so sick.
And then they have the angle right on the camera so that
I'm gonna
it looks like they're together.
need to rewatch it just for that reason.
Yeah, you got to look at like the behind the scenes stuff, because they like show a lot about it.
Yo, I'm
That's
actually
cool.
gonna dive into it. That sounds sick.
I thought you would like that. Okay, well that's my number one, Elf.
My number 2 is gonna go to Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Okay.
Jim Carrey's Grinch is my number 2. I freaking love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
Stellar movie.
You stole it from me, so
Yeah.
I like that movie as well.
I like that movie so much that I needed to pick it now instead of trying to save it for later.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other Grinches, the original animated Grinch is good.
Yeah.
It's short, but it's good. The Jim Carrey Grinch blows it out of the water. And that brand new one I actually watched for the first time a few weeks ago at like 3 a.m. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new one.
It's disgusting. It's so bad.
It just doesn't. It doesn't look interesting to me to even try watching it.
I just feel like they didn't even try on Whoville.
Yeah.
Like when you watch the movie and the intro to it, they like pan around Whoville, and it's just a little town, and then around it is just white. It's like an unfinished video game.
Oh.
Is what it looks like. Like you have the town, you made the town, and everything takes place in the town, and you didn't spend any time on anything outside of it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like poor animation production.
So did they change up any of the like storyline or plot or anything, or is it like a complete just remake of the movie, like same script basically?
The plot is a little bit different. Like for the movie, the reason that he goes down to Whoville initially is for a different reason.
Okay.
His anger towards Christmas is for a slightly different reason than Jim Carrey's.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in the original animated movie, it didn't really address it. It was just he hates it.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, some of like the background information and a little bit of the plot is different, but ultimately it's the same premise.
Okay. Okay.
But the Jim Carrey Grinch is my number 2.
Yeah, I'm annoyed with that because I was going to take that as my number 2.
Heck yeah.
That's a good pick. I grew up on that movie. All right. Well, that's going to... Let's take this one then. Some people see this movie as creepy, and I never thought so until recently when I rewatched it after being told that it was creepy.
Okay.
And now I kind of agree. But I love this movie as a kid. Polar Express.
Ah! That's a dang good movie. That's a dang good movie. Why is it creepy?
The animation style just is like very uncanny.
Oh yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
But also it was like way before its time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like gets a pass.
Yeah.
Because how old? The movie was made in like what, 99 or something?
Yeah.
It's ancient for animated movies. It's like the original Toy Story.
And they were doing like actual like human like body tracing, and then converting it to animation, and that's like very new technology for that time.
Yeah. Which puts it on a different level.
Yep.
I freaking love that movie. I'm actually really upset you took it. It was
I had to come back with that kind of move.
Makes me feel a little bit very justified though, because for my number 2 is between Jim Carrey Grinch and Polar Express.
Yeah.
So we just kind of traded off, I feel like.
Yeah, that's cool. I had a feeling that was going to end up happening.
But dang.
Yeah, I never saw it as creepy until someone pointed it out to me, and then I watched again, and I was like, okay, dude, this is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Like just the facial expressions and the way that the like eye movement is, it
feels lifeless.
It looks weird. Yeah.
It feels lifeless. That's a movie I also didn't watch until late in high school.
Really?
I never watched it as a kid. And then like late in high school, like junior, senior, I watched it. But that one clung to me more than Elf did at that point in time in my life. So that was kind of weird that one clung on more than the other. But I think I had more appreciation for like animated movies at that time than more live action style movies. So I think that's probably why. But yeah, good pick.
Yeah, we watched that movie like every single year on Christmas at my house.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know if we had a tradition of what movie we watched during Christmas now at my house. Like that might be the reason why I didn't watch any of these like classic ones.
Okay.
Like Elf and Polar Express when I was a kid. Like I don't know how I missed those. But like I know I didn't watch them because I talked about Polar Express. My mom was like, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Really?
Yeah, which means I've definitely never watched it as a kid.
Yeah.
So it was definitely the first time I watched it then.
Interesting.
So I was like, what the heck? So I don't even know what I grew up on. Couldn't tell you. But my number 3 pick, I don't want to lose out on that. So I'm going to pick it, I think. I'm going to pick The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
That's going to be my number 3. I didn't want to miss out on it. Didn't know if you were even thinking about that. But
so, yeah, it came across my mind, and then I was like, well, I think of it as more of a Halloween movie, personally. No,
fair.
I mean, it's both. It really is.
Yep.
But, no, I actually wasn't going to pick it, so that's a good pick.
I view it as like a double-edged sword, essentially.
Yep.
I watch it Halloween, I watch it Christmas. That's one of the very few movies that it's like, yep, it's that time of year, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
I have that with Charlie Brown Christmas. I have it with Nightmare Before Christmas 2 times a year, at least once for Halloween, during October, at least once during December. Frickin' love that movie. Whereas like Jim Carrey Grinch, I love that movie. It's my childhood. I don't know if I watch it every single year.
Yeah.
I probably do, but it's not something that I actively think about watching. So, Nightmare Before Christmas, number 3.
Yeah, okay. No, that's solid. I'm liking your list so far.
TY.
Number 3 pick. No, I actually didn't watch this movie until more recently. Kind of sound like you right now. We're going to take Tim Allen's Santa Claus.
Tim Allen Santa Claus. I might have just lost my frickin' draft off that pick. Who the heck is Tim Allen? Hold up. Google. Let me look at a picture of Tim Allen. You bum! I hate myself. That's the one I was just gonna pick instead of Nightmare Before Christmas.
So yeah, I didn't watch this one probably until, I don't know, when I was in high school sometime. I didn't watch this one growing up, but I've since watched this like every year. I like it all, and I've watched the 2 sequels as well, and
they're so good
and all that. So
every one of them is really good.
Yeah,
I really like the one with Jack Frost in it.
Yep,
that might be my favorite one. Like the original and the one with Jack Frost are so good.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie series. Actually,
no, it's really good.
He did so well in that movie. That was gonna be my number 3 pick. But then I was like, ooh, which one's more likely that he has? I was like, Nightmare Before Christmas is probably more likely. But dang it, I should have gone with that one. That's so good.
Yeah, I'm playing a little hardcore today. I'm sorry.
That's so good. That is one of those. The original Tim Allen Santa Claus is one of those that I do remember watching as a kid.
Okay.
I remember watching the original as a kid. And then in like early high school, late middle school, somewhere in there, I remember watching the Jack Frost and being like, yeah, I love this guy.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, dude, this is what's up. This is amazing. All right. I'm going to go a little bit rogue. And you can tell me it's not a Christmas movie, and I'll pull out. All right?
All right.
But my number 4 pick, I'm going to go with Batman Returns.
It's not at all what I was expecting you to say with that description. I had an idea of something you were going to say.
But you know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time since I've...
Batman Returns. It takes place during Christmas.
Yeah.
The
sure.
entire plot takes place around Christmas.
I'm going to let you take it, and here's why.
Okay.
I'm going to let you take it because I feel like the people voting might disagree, and I'm okay with that.
I think it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Like, when I watch it, I'm like, it's defo Christmas. Like, yeah, that's a Christmas vibe.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Batman Returns is my number 4 pick.
I need to rewatch, like, all of the Batman movies that exist. It's been so long.
Those 3 are my favorite 3. But yeah, all of them are great. I
really liked the Dark Knight series, personally.
Dark Knight's great.
Yeah.
Love Dark Knight. I love the new one.
Yeah, and I haven't seen the new one.
The Batman is intensely good. Intensely good. I like the really old stuff. I like all the animated shows from the 80s or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. I like everything. Just Batman. Batman's great.
Yeah. I've been so into Marvel recently. I haven't watched any DC stuff like at all.
Valid.
I got to go back and watch those Batman movies because I do really like Batman.
But comments, Batman Returns is defo a Christmas movie.
Okay, well,
100%.
That is a pick.
Batman Returns.
Number 4, I'm taking Home Alone.
Yeah, that's a good one. I almost called an audible when you stole Santa Claus from me and picked Home Alone. It's not on my list because I thought it was going to be like number 1 on yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one I actually didn't watch until last year for the first time.
What?
Yeah.
How?
And I loved it. I think I did see it when I was younger. I just forgot about it because it felt familiar while I was watching it.
Oh, dude, it's such a good freaking movie series, dude.
Yeah.
There's not a single bad Home Alone. Actually, that's not true. The first 3 Home Alones are dope. There's a 4 and 5 with different actors. Those ain't good.
Okay.
But the first 3 are so good.
So, yeah, at this moment in time, I've only seen the first one. And I intend on hopefully watching the other 2 this year.
2 and 3 are just as good, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you'll love it. I can't believe... Well, how did you... See, that's crazy. The fact that you didn't watch that until last year is
because I was a PBS kid.
That's honestly what it is, dude. You were a PBS kid, so you didn't watch Home Alone.
Yeah. I just had the Tim Allen Santa Claus instead.
Tim Allen Santa Claus is tight, though. That's such. I don't think I can understate how good of a series Tim Allen Santa Claus is. Also,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of underrated, low key. Because I just don't feel like I hear people talking about it.
Yeah.
When I'm talking Christmas movies, nobody talks about Tim Allen Santa Claus. They talk about Elf. They talk about The Grinch. They talk about Home Alone. They talk about that stuff.
Yep.
But like, why isn't Tim Allen Santa Claus on there?
Yeah,
It's
I feel like I've noticed that too.
In my opinion, it's the only one that stars Santa Claus the whole time.
Right.
That's really, really freaking good.
Yep.
Like, I don't know.
Have you seen the series that they made on Netflix? The sequel to it? Well, not really sequel, but they made a series following the Santa Claus movies called The Santa Clauses, I think.
Huh. No, I haven't. I don't have Netflix right now anymore, but...
Well, that's the thing. It has 2
it.
seasons.
Is it good?
I don't remember. I did watch the whole thing. I don't remember what my opinion of it was.
Okay.
I'll probably rewatch it this year. I don't know.
Okay.
But
my last
It
one,
exists.
My last pick, and this is going to be incredibly nerdy of me, and I understand that in advance going into it.
Okay.
And I understand that it's going to win absolutely 0 hearts over in the voting, and I'm going to understand also that you will have almost no opinion on it.
Okay.
However, I'm just going to pick any of the Doctor Who Christmas specials.
Okay.
They make Christmas specials like crazy based on the current series that they're in. The BBC one does.
Mm-hmm.
They are so good. A, because I love Doctor Who. And it's Christmas themed. It's just great.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go with the Doctor Who Christmas specials. Because they all tie into the same premise. Similar to like Toy Story is one thing. I'm going the Doctor Who Christmas specials is one thing. So
no, I haven't ever seen any of those. We've discussed previously. I've just seen like random Doctor Who episodes here and there, not really like chronologically.
Right.
So I don't think I've ever seen a Christmas episode, but that's cool.
They're great. I just love Doctor Who. So it's like, I don't know. Now that I'm like super back into Doctor Who Christmas special, like Doctor Who in general, I'm going to definitely be like binging the Christmas specials over winter break this year.
Nice.
So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to try to remember to check those out.
Top tier television.
So number 5 here. I feel like I can kind of do whatever I want here, honestly.
Yeah, I've kind of left it open-ended, but there's also just a lot of options, I feel like.
So I'm going to pick a movie that I grew up on. And when I was a little kid, I probably would have told you it was my favorite Christmas movie. I wouldn't know. And I don't know how well known this movie is. Jingle All the Way.
No idea. Let me Google it quick.
So this movie stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as the main character.
What? Oh my gosh.
And I rewatched it recently, and it's not that good. But I loved it growing up.
Okay.
And basically, I don't know. It's a crazy Christmas adventure movie, and the dad is like running behind on Christmas, and he doesn't get his son a present. And then his son, all he wants is this present called Turbo Man. It's like a robotic doll thing.
That's
right?
such a Arnold Schwarzenegger toy name.
Yeah.
Turbo Man.
Yep. So he goes to the mall. I don't remember if it was like Black Friday or what it was, but like he goes to the mall and there's just like a horde of people all trying to get the Turbo Mans, and they all get taken away and he doesn't get any. And then he ends up becoming like the actual Turbo Man in a parade. I don't know. It's a very interesting movie. But
okay.
It's a Christmas movie and I really enjoyed it. So that's my number 5 pick.
I like that you're picking something that you just enjoy.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Especially bouncing after my Doctor Who specials.
Mm-hmm.
Let's recap this. My number 1 was Charlie Brown Christmas, then Jim Carrey Grinch, then Nightmare Before Christmas, Batman Returns, and then Doctor Who specials. That's my top 5. That's my draft.
Yeah, honestly though, you got a lot going for you there just with Grinch alone, because that's a really good pick.
Yeah, I think the combination of Charlie Brown and Grinch might carry.
Yeah.
Big time. And then the people that are obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas, like your boy, doing pretty good for myself right now, I think.
All right, so I got Elf at number 1, Polar Express at 2, Santa Claus at 3, Home Alone at 4, and Jingle All the Way at 5.
I like it. I like that I've watched all of your movies besides one of them. I felt like going into this draft, I was going to be like, yeah, dude, I know. I really thought that was be like, don't know what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I like that I actually have perspective on 4 out of your 5 movies. Like,
Yeah.
I know what they are, and I've watched them. I feel good about that.
That's good. I like it. So I guess we got to leave it to the people then.
Yeah, please vote. Vote. There's going to be a poll asking who had the better draft, either your boy or Brandon. I've never won one. I would like to win one at some point, but that should not be your deciding factor to vote for me.
Exactly.
Vote for who you think had the better draft.
Yeah. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So did you have anything planned to discuss after this draft?
No, not specifically that bounced after.
So I wanted to ask you something. And I wanted to bring this up on when we were originally going to record our next episode, which would have been about 4 weeks ago.
Right.
I wanted to know what your opinion of Black Friday and the culture around it is. Now, obviously, this is a little late conversation, but...
So, I think it's applicable, because Black Friday now is longer than it used to be, right?
Mhm.
Like, Black Friday is now, like, a month of deals.
Yeah.
It's dang near it.
Yeah.
Like, Black Friday is like a week, Cyber Monday is like a week. Like, it's no longer just one day.
Yeah.
Which, I'm going to be honest, I prefer. Like, I think it's trended in the right direction in the last 5 years.
Right.
Since right before COVID and following COVID. I think it's trending in the right direction. Initially, like when we were growing up, Black Friday was messed up, dude.
Yeah, it
like,
was.
Big time. Like, you have people camping out. Like, you still have that in some areas, but it's much less now. Like, I like that it's more spread out. But you have people, like, camping out, shoving, running over people, literally stampedes into certain buildings, depending on the location. And I'm sure that exists somewhere else, like places still, like big cities, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it exists still. But it's so much less.
Yeah.
And people are now so much more civil.
Oh, for sure.
About how they go about it.
The videos that you would see are absolutely insane.
The videos that would trend when we were in high school were insane.
Yeah.
Like, you would have, like, workers at a glass door. And you have, like, 4 of them just to open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have people literally sprinting in, like, running people over, spreading out. And just, like, run, grab, and go.
Yeah, no, a huge safety concern, like...
Is wild.
It's insane.
Wild. This year, I was pleased.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I bought a couple things on Amazon on Black Friday.
Yep.
Delivery wasn't delayed. I was like, holy crap, I get the same time frame of delivery that I usually would.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Because, like, previous years, maybe not last year, I don't know. But, like, I know before last year for sure, during that time period, your deliveries were delayed like a week.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I wonder if that's the reasoning as to why it's been spread out more. If that's, like, part of it.
I think that's a large part of it, too. Is like, all right, our Black Friday deals are starting now, and we have new deals these days. Is it a marketing ploy? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. I'm not dumb. My degree's in marketing. I know marketing when I see marketing. However, it's a lot safer.
Oh, for sure.
And it's a lot more responsible of a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
And I think it's more beneficial to the businesses. So, like,
for sure.
The businesses are making more money. Now, granted, they're already making plenty of money for the most part. Like, Amazon's making plenty of money.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the small businesses within Amazon, they're making more money, which is good for them. You're having less people blowing their bank account in one day, which I think is more safe for the general public.
Safe financially.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe, because, like, if I spend, let's say, I spend $80 on the Sunday when Black Friday week starts, right? I'm like, all right, I'm going to wait for other deals. I have time then to think about it.
Right.
Like, I'm like, do I really want to spend another $120 and amp my spending up to $200?
Yeah.
Just in, like, this shopping spree, essentially. Like, I have more time to think. So it allows me to be more responsible. And then it allows shipping times to not get flooded. It means USPS, UPS, FedEx, etc. Their employees don't want to die
Right.
during that week, etc. Like, I think overall it's better now. Yes, it's all marketing, but it's much better than it was when we were in high school,
Yeah.
I think.
So do you think that has changed like the hype and the feeling around Black Friday? Like, do you think there's still the same like level of excitement that people would get before, now that it's like spread out the way that it is?
I think so, but I think it's treated less of as a sport.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like Black Friday used to be treated like a sport, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm going to do this. Like, this is my plan. I'm doing this, whatever.
It's the game plan.
Right. Whereas, like, now it's like, all right, I have some things that I'm kind of eyeballing.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can find it. But, like, a lot of it's, like, kind of internalized. Because, like, you're just kind of sifting through your phone. You're shifting through the computer. And then, like, I don't think, like, in person, like, Walmart used to be huge for Black Friday.
Yeah.
This is what I was actually thinking about this during Thanksgiving weekend. Walmart in town here, like, you'd walk in there and there'd be Black Friday things all over the place.
Yeah.
You'd have, like, shelves that would get emptied, like, middle of the walkways would be wild, and there'd be TVs in the entrance and all this other stuff. That doesn't happen now with Black Friday.
That's like barely anything.
Right. It's pretty normal. There'll be some signs with deals and stuff. But, like, as far as in-person shopping is concerned, it's pretty minimal.
Yeah.
In relation to what it was.
I went into, not this year, but last year, I went to the Walmart here.
Yeah.
On Black Friday, like early in the day.
Yeah.
Like when you should be avoiding.
Right.
And there was nobody there.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is not how it was before.
Yeah, dude. It used to be like, if you didn't need to go shopping and you didn't want to participate in Black Friday like that, you better not go.
Yeah.
Because you were going to be standing in line for like 10, 15, 20, lines. 30 minutes.
The lines are insane.
Yeah, dude. When I worked at Nike, my first stint at Nike, in the Dells, they used to be open 24 hours on Black Friday. And, like, I would work the day shift, and I would come in, and there would be a checkout line literally as a maze through the store.
It's crazy.
From the front to the back, looping around like a question mark through the store. It's not a small store in the Dells. It's not terribly large, but it's not small. Like, you're standing in that checkout line for at least 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
To buy your shoes.
Is that?
But ultimately, to answer your question, I think Black Friday is just as big of a deal, but I think since it's spread out more and it's more internalized on, like, your phone and digitally and whatever, I think you hear less of people, like, being dramatic about it.
Okay,
because it takes less of their energy
to
actually participate in it. But I think the profit is still the same for the businesses, if not more.
Oh, so, I would definitely think it's more at this point.
Just because of reach. Like, I'm somebody who previously would never have participated in Black Friday deals. I just would have been like, yeah, don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not dealing with it. I'll just buy it full price. It's not worth 20% off for me. But, like, now that I can go on my phone and I don't have to worry about shipping, I don't have to worry about website lag, being slow to load due to large... Because that also used to be a problem.
Yeah.
On Black Friday on websites. There'd be such a large quantity of people trying to load the website at once that sometimes the websites would crash.
Yeah.
Even larger name websites would start crashing by large brands. So, like, I don't have to worry about that now. It's not a hassle for me to participate in Black Friday. I just can.
Yeah, it's super easy and accessible.
Right.
So I wonder, like, the term Cyber Monday, has that morphed into being the same as Black Friday since it's, like,
dude, they're
all zoomed out and it's, like, all online pretty much?
I swear to God, there ain't no difference.
Yeah, that's what I've been, like...
There's no break between Friday and Monday.
Yeah.
The deals just continue. And the deals continue before... Amazon started their Black Friday deals like a whole week in advance. And they had their Cyber Monday deals a whole week after.
Yeah.
And now they have holiday deals. Like, it's just the same thing, dude. Like,
they're just deals always.
It's just a month of deals. Like, at what point is it actually a deal? It's not a deal. Like, they're still making a lot of money off of their products. But, like...
Yeah. It's all accounted for.
Yeah. It's all very tactically accounted for.
Yeah.
But No, I think it's the same thing ultimately. And the verbiage of it, I think, is melted into one. Like, I think it's still Black Friday. I think that's always going to be the case.
Yeah.
But I think the term Cyber Monday is going to fade.
Yeah, probably.
I think it already is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, I was thinking about it. I was like, this is different now.
It's
not
weird.
the same.
It's like drastically. It's not even close to the same. Even like Nike. I was talking to somebody that works at that store still a couple of years ago. And they were like, yeah, dude, like when you were there and the lines were back there, they don't get that anymore. Mm-hmm. Like they get people that come in, but they're not open 24 hours anymore on Black Friday. They're open for, I think, like 12.
Yeah.
Like we're open for 12 hours. We have people come in. The lines never loop around the store. Like you'll get a long line.
Yeah.
But the line is manageable with like 4 cashiers.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to like, because they used to hire staff in that store for literally that day.
That's crazy. Yeah.
They would hire people, like college students that worked there during the summer, to come back just for Black Friday. They would do a couple days of training, work that night or day for like 10, 12 hours, and then be done again until next summer.
See, that's just like...
That's how big of a deal it was.
It's too much.
And they would hire like 3, 4, 5 people to do that.
Yeah.
That's a significant number of staff.
Well, and you have to think about like how many of those stores are doing that same thing. Like, that's crazy.
Probably a large chunk of those stores in that mall.
Yeah.
Because like Adidas had to have been doing it. Same with Under Armour.
Yeah.
Same with, I don't know what other big stores were in there at the time, but like a lot of them. Like it's not, Eddie Bauer probably did it.
Yeah. I don't know. Black Friday's weird.
Black Friday's messed up, but it's much better now.
Yeah.
Like I actually feel like it's not toxic.
Oh, for sure.
It's not toxic at all anymore. At least from like where we live. I don't know about like if you were to go to like New York.
I would feel like it's probably changed there too, but probably not as much as it has around here. Yeah.
I feel like New York, you're closer to everything, right?
Yeah.
So you have more people that are just like, I'm just gonna go to the store and get it. I think your market for more in-person Black Friday deals is larger there. So
yeah.
It's a good question. I like that.
Yeah. So I actually brought a segment for you today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm bringing back a segment that we tried out a few episodes back that you surprised me with.
Don't remember what it was.
And this is where the term Sasquatchivore came from.
Don't remember what it was.
So, you read me off a word and you wanted me to try to guess what the word meant.
Oh, I loved this. We said we were going to do this more often. We didn't.
So, and I've actually been saving this for a while to bring it back. So,
okay. Okay.
So the word that I just got one word for today. We'll keep it short.
All right.
But the word that I got for you is al fresco.
I've heard this word be used before. It's in a song I listened to like in high school. But like, what was the other words of the song? They put emphasis on the word. They were like al fresco. It was like pretty. It had some
al fresco.
Had some pizzazz on it. But I don't remember don't remember the context. This is a real word, right? Like this isn't a slang word. This is like in the dictionary. This is an Urban Dictionary.
I believe this is a real word. Yes.
All right. Cool. I didn't think it was Urban Dictionary, just based on the fact that I've heard it before.
Yeah.
Al fresco. What the heck could al fresco mean? Wow, what a good word. This is really tricky on the other end of this, you know? Did I give you any hints last time or no?
I'm trying to remember if you did or I can't really remember. If you're looking for some hints, I can figure some out.
Let me give you a guess quick. So al fresco. Yeah. I'm thinking it's something good. Like, I'm feeling good, but it's not like a feeling, because al fresco could be an adjective. I'm feeling al fresco. That could be so off. Al fresco. When
I tell you
something is feeling good and like solidified, like it's like in place, it's good. It's al fresco.
Okay, is that your guess?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll tell you that you got correct is you got a portion correct here actually.
Okay.
It is an adjective.
All right.
The rest of it, not so much.
Okay. So it describes something.
Yeah.
Al fresco. It doesn't mean necessarily good. It doesn't mean it means bad necessarily. Solid in place. Adjective. Al fresco. What could it mean? Al fresco.
Yeah, break it down by the syllables.
Al fresco.
What's the root word?
Don't know. I teach math. Don't know. I teach math. Al fresco. Is there even a root word in there, dude? There's no
I don't know.
root word in that thing. That's just a bunch of words. Al was fresh and he went somewhere. Al fresco. Al fresh is go. He's a go. He's a go. No, because that song's good. I think it has to be like al fresco. Oh, I think I remember the lyric to the song. Hold up. I can't say it on this podcast though, because I think it uses a swear word a couple words before the al fresco. Al fresco. Al fresco. Al fresco. The more I say it, the more I get confused. Al fresco.
Can you
give me a hint as like what the adjective could mean?
Okay, so I have a hint prepared for you.
Okay.
So this word would be used in the same setting that the word a la carte would be used.
Like there's a lot of options. Like there's kind of like a conglomerate of options. There's a plethora of options. You can kind of pick and choose what you want.
Okay. You want me to give it to you what the word means?
Yeah.
Okay, so the definition here says to be in the open air. And it says, especially with reference to eating. So the example example sentence is, in the unlikely event of some sunshine, you can even dine al fresco. So you would ask to dine al fresco if you wanted to eat outside at a restaurant.
That's pretty sick, actually. Where'd you come across this word?
I looked through a list of unique unknown words.
Oh,
and I found one.
I when you read out that definition, I was like, did you and Mackenzie go to a restaurant and they asked you if you wanted to eat al fresco?
No, but I wish that was the story.
Like that's what I was hoping you were gonna say just then.
Yeah,
that's a great word. I'm trying to figure out the song lyric that I'm thinking of. Song lyric that uses al fresco. Hold up. Al fresco. Maybe I'm just tripping. I have heard it though. I swear to God I've heard it. Whatever. Let's see. Alright, we've been recording for 48 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a good episode.
I think so.
That's a good episode.
I definitely want to bring back that segment more. That's a fun little one to do.
I like it a lot.
I don't remember what Sasquatchivore or whatever the word actually was meant. But
yeah. I don't know either, but it's whatever. Before we leave, a couple things. First thing, I have a whole bunch of students that keep yapping to me about this podcast now.
Mm-hmm.
It popped out of nowhere. The reason for this attention to me in school, which has been uninvited on my end, is because of the TikTok where we were ranting about apple cider
yes.
and which one's better, hot or cold. And that's been getting a lot of traction within the building. I have one student who listened to some things. Maybe it's a TikTok too, I don't know. But when I was ranting about the Amazon River.
Oh, yes.
And Amazon packages.
Mm-hmm.
And like how they could be related.
Yeah.
Dude just walked up to me one day and started talking to me about the Amazon River. Like he was part of the conversation. I was like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that is one of our TikTok clips.
Is it?
Yeah.
And he was like, the Amazon River and all this stuff. I was like, oh.
You know where the packages come from.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. I can't believe it. And they're
nice.
They've been asking, what's the name of your podcast? I'm like, Nunya. I'm sure if you ask around, you'll figure it out pretty quickly. You just got to put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Don't just ask me for it. So that's been funny. But yeah, I don't know. It's just been funny. I wanted to mention that. Also, we had a comment on the last episode, which I know was a long time ago, but we should still mention it. Newton says, Brandon, what was your favorite PBS show? I think we addressed that today.
Cyber Chase?
Yep. Newton agrees. Cyber Chase was lit. Also, I agree with Seth Rollins is an absolute icon. He eats and leaves no crumbs whenever he is on screen. Did we talk about WWE last time?
It was brought up for some reason. I can't remember why.
I don't remember.
I think
either.
it was in reference to a previous comment that Newton had made.
It must have been.
I think that was the case.
Must have been. I followed WWE enough to know about things, so I could talk WWE. I'm scared when my dad watches this episode because now he's just going to be saying poop euphemisms to me. That was fun. We need to do more euphemism things. That was a great time. I'm trying for solo and band, but I'm scared that it's going to mess up. I play flute BT dubs, so I'm probably going to fumble. Solos and band are dope.
Oh, yeah.
I used to do those in middle school and high school. I did them for trombone and euphonium. Had a fun time doing that. Did you ever do a solo for percussion or no?
I had kind of a little bit. Not any like big ones, I guess I'd say.
Like you never like performed a solo, but you had it like within the band.
Yeah, within pieces, yeah.
Got you. Yeah. Well, if you're doing it within band, it's really fun within band, and you just kind of get to feed off the energy of the rest of the band. Mm-hmm. Doing a solo like by yourself, I did that a lot. Trombone and euphonium is more what I was referencing, or a duet with somebody else. That is harder.
Yeah. And
if you're doing that and you fumble, it ain't no biggie. I fumbled on every single one of mine that I did, and it was still a good time, so you shouldn't have to worry about it. Lastly, I would yap about how the WWE writers are targeting me, but that's a story for another day, so we're going to leave it for another day. I don't know nothing about the WWE writers, so we're going to leave it there. That's all I have. You got anything or no?
Not really. Just thank you to anybody who's still listening.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
And, hopefully we'll have some more episodes out soon.
Yeah, for real. It's a busy time of the year, but we'll get there again.
And we will make this ChatGPT thing happen at some point.
Yeah, we will. Just going to have to give it a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But we're back in rhythm. Thank you guys for listening. Please leave a vote who won the draft, and we will see you guys next episode.
Have a good one.